Okay guys, these are the greeting cards that I ordered on Amazon, and they are recycled paper and they come with an envelope. They are, I don't remember if like it's 4 by 6, I think. Yes, if you don't have greeting cards, you can make your own by using a mixed media paper, fold it in a half and have your shape done. I love cards. I'm gonna do my design with the Sharpie because otherwise you cannot see the pencil underneath, as I already tried, but it was too light. So follow my steps. If you wish to follow my design, just do it with the pencil first, then pause the video and do the Sharpie. So I'm going to go over my design. I start from the right side, then I place the first mushroom. I know that I truly love mushrooms and flowers, as you know me, and you can start to add already these lines, textured line, because when we color with alcohol markers, you don't worry about the Sharpie because it will stay as it is. Of course, if you go over and over several times on the Sharpie, unfortunately, it will bleed and blend. But if we don't and we are careful in coloring inside each space, you will be totally fine. So I'm adding some element to my mushroom. Then I have one big leaf over here. I'm gonna do a second one over here. I'm gonna do one going down because I want to make sure that the design fills the space properly. I'm gonna do some tiny pebbles, and then I'm gonna develop some mushrooms on the other side. And I really truly I'm not my goal is not to represent realistically different type of mushrooms, but it's just to combine together mushrooms of different shapes inspired by nature, and flowers that I love and leaves that I love. And my focus is actually in creating a colorful, beautiful design that can support itself because it works harmonically in the space that I have available, and created this beautiful, whimsical experience for the people who will use my cards and write with my card on my cards and use them for something special. Now we're gonna have this handy because we're gonna do some other details after we color, and with an eraser we are gonna erase the pencil design that I did at the beginning, and you did it too. So remember, you start with pencil first, you go with a Sharpie, and then you erase the design. Or you can do the pencil first, do the coloring, and then do the final outline with Sharpies and add details. So this is what I usually do, but as I told you, I couldn't do it with you because you could not see the design. I'm gonna have my deep green out of my 121 beautiful shadow art markers that I ordered a week ago, and I absolutely in love. So I'm using them to prepare all of my greeting cards and other works that I presented to the fall and winter markets that I do locally. So I'm using this deep green to color one side of each leaves. I love to use two types of green in the leaves. I think that it makes them just better. Now I'm gonna use a leaf green, and I will color the second half. Now, because it's a recycling paper, it's a recycled paper, the colors will show differently, which is something that I particularly enjoy and I particularly like. This is why I use them. Now, probably from the video, the colors, although I put all the, the brightest and most intense light, you would see the color a little muted. In real life, they show a little like brighter than they show in video, but still pretty muted. And I truly love that because it's just something delicate and subtle. I'm gonna use this vermilion. Actually, no, it's carmine red to color the top of our mushrooms. And on this recycled paper, which is a thick mixed media, sort of a cardstock paper, these colors work extremely well. You barely have to touch the surface. They are smooth. They absorb and dry quickly and fast. I always love to use the same color for more than one details when I can, so there is a sort of a reference between different elements in that design. I invite you to do the same. Now we are going to use probably an olive yellow. Actually want to do a lime green for underneath the mushroom, playing with some complementary, you know, the green and red are complementary, so, and we can play with different tones and tint of both colors. Nice. Now let's find the beautiful chocolate brown. Gently go inside the stems. And I'm gonna use it also for these two, and I'm gonna use it for these two. So the elements are calling each other. And actually I'm gonna use it for the inside of the big leaves. Beautiful, so they're nicely spread out. Now for this one, let's see if I can use a beautiful Dodger blue. And I probably will do the blue as a background. So you go carefully around the spots. And because of the brown of the paper, the blue looks different to what it would look like if you're working on white surface. And it's just like a preference, nothing changed in the value of the design, and it's just like if you use white paper, all colors will be extremely bright. And there is something to me like a little romantic about recycled paper, and I'm gonna use the same blue to create a beautiful visual reference over here. Now, blue, because it will be the yellow, let's find a nice, beautiful, maybe deep yellow for the dots. Nice. Looks orangey, which is perfect. I already love this card. There is really something so, I don't know, rewarding in making handmade cards and prepping them for special people in your life. I'm gonna use maybe Heather Violet. Let's see how bright it is for the stem of the mushroom. As I was saying, there is really something so rewarding in making your own cards for special occasion, for celebrating people you love. I always do my own cards, and I use them to send special messages to my family in Italy, or for my kids and my husband birthdays and stuff like that. So it's special. we're gonna add some details, right, to really complete the design and make it look like nice and finished. We're gonna add some textured line underneath our mushrooms, right, to also increase that little three-dimensionality. Then we're gonna do veins in all of our leaves. It's incredible like how few lines, few strokes, details can truly enhance a design. We're gonna do some strokes to texture our mushrooms, and finally we're going to complete this one as well, the biggest leaf. And we're gonna do some dots and just touching, and I'm not gonna do them everywhere, just on one side. They are like cutest. And this is our card. On the very back at the bottom, I add my name, B, the year 2025, and that is all done. I hope you enjoyed this small design and you were able to do it in your greeting cards or in your journal, so you have ideas ready. I see you very soon with another video. Ciao!